I'd like to show you what my garden looks like in mid-November. I'm in zone 6B and we've had an extremely mild fall with temperatures in the 60s. It doesn't feel like we should be putting our roses to bed, and a lot of people are concerned about that, but I thought I'd just show you what my roses look like right now. I'll show you the hybrid teas, the rugosas, and the shrub roses. Here we have my shrub rose called Heritage. It is a David Austin rose, and you can see it has lots of bloom still and has rose hips that are beautiful, and I haven't pruned off. So I'm just leaving this as it is until Thanksgiving. And then I'm going to come in and actually cut the canes down to about 3 feet. So if you look here, right in this area here, just above the bird's nest spruce that I have right there. So we'll get that cut down. I'll take any black spot leaves away. And of course, you know, black spot is everywhere. You can't really get rid of, you know, get away from it. And I do not like to spray chemicals at my home. So it's not terrible, but you're going to want to pull these off and just discard those, get rid of them completely. And I do want to show you my sage plant. I think I bought it at Aldi's actually several years ago, and it has just gone crazy. I know I'm supposed to rejuvenate it and cut it back every year, which I do, but it's gotten so woody, but I really like how it looks as a shrub, so I've kept it kind of big like that. Let's move over here and we'll go take a look at some of my hybrid teas. Now the hybrid tea roses, they're kind of tucked in here with all my perennials, and you can see they are pretty tall. They're probably taller than me, but they are really in pretty good shape. I'm going to go ahead and cut these back again to about 3 to 4 feet, and I'll go ahead and winterize them like I do, but I'm going to wait until Thanksgiving. The foliage looks pretty good. I, again, don't spray, but you can see it does have black spot. So for the next 2 weeks, I'll be pulling off black spot leaves and getting rid of those from the garden. I won't put those in the compost because I don't want to spread any more disease. And these hybrid teas, they need a little bit more protection. So I'll mulch about, 6 inches to 12 inches at the bottom of the rose bush. So down here at the base of the rose bush, you can see I'll go up to about here. And this time of year, the only thing I'm doing for the next 2 weeks will be pulling off, diseased leaves like these and just getting rid of those. And then once I cut back and mulch, then I can come back and pull all the rest of the leaves off. Here is another of my David Austin roses. And this one, it was the rose that I transplanted this year. And it did well. It had really pretty blooms on it. This one I will mulch as well and just cut back some of these branches that just kind of wobble in the wind so they don't get damaged. The knockout roses here are so easy to take care of. You don't need to mulch them. You don't need to really do anything for them except take any black spot leaves off of them. And I do fertilize these knockouts, but you can see they're really healthy and strong and really low maintenance. And they do still have some bloom going on there, so I do like that. And I did get this peace rose from a friend of mine, and it bloomed well. It doesn't have a lot of canes. It has one strong cane, so I'm going to baby that one a little bit this year and mulch it well, and maybe cut a little bit off the top for winter protection. And then we have another hybrid tea here that when I got this, it was just one cane, and it's just really taken off. I'll trim just a little bit off the top, because you can see in the wind it's blowing a little bit, and then mulch that one as well. Oh, I do want to show you, I have a beautiful blueberry bush, and I love it this time of year. The color is so pretty, but I am going to have to prune that in February and kind of get it back into shape so that it will produce a little bit more. And here we have the Rugosa Rose. This rose right here is a very low maintenance rose. I don't know if you can see the crinkly leaves on it, but it's very healthy. It gets a little bit of black spot, but not much. But I am not going to do anything in terms of mulching with this particular rose. But I did want to show you, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but this little shoot coming off of the mother plant, it's called a sucker, is growing a whole new rose. So next spring, probably in March, I'll dig that out and I'll give it to a friend or put it in another spot in my garden. You can also see over here, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there is another sucker growing right there. And that's a bigger one. It's got 3 canes. So that needs to be dug. And I recommend digging those out because it takes away from the main mother plant. It takes some energy from it. Plus, if you have a smaller garden like mine, you need to, you want to put other things in, so you don't want to just have all rugosa. Here again is another hybrid tea. This one, it's a lot taller, and because of that, I'm going to cut it down here because that's really going to break in the wind. So I'm probably going to bring that down to 3 feet for sure, because it's just got one cane and then several up on the top of it, and that's too top heavy. It's just going to really damage that cane and cause problems. I still need to cut back my peonies. I haven't done that this year. You can see they get mildew. That's normal, no big deal. But you do want to cut those and get it out of your garden. And here's my Carefree Beauty Rose. Like I said, I've grown this for over 2 decades, and it doesn't take a lot of maintenance at all. I don't do any mulching. The only thing I'll do on this is maybe a little bit of cutting down, so that these don't whip in the wind or get damaged in the wind. But I wanted to show you these beautiful rose hips. I mean, they're just gorgeous. And I usually cut these off, or like I'll take 50-50. I'll cut 50% off and leave 50%. But I love to use these in flower arrangements. They're so pretty in the fall, but they're also very pretty in the winter. And they stay this orange color for quite a long time. So it's just another added benefit to this particular rose. It's just so carefree. The name is perfect, Carefree Beauty. And if you're not a big rose grower, or you're afraid to grow roses, this would be a really good rose to start with. If you would like to find out more information about growing roses, then I would recommend clicking the link below on how to winterize your roses. Please like, share, and subscribe.